I lost my last race in the last corner on the last lap in a short distance to start finish. It's a really tough one to take, but there's a few mistakes and a couple things we can learn from it. Follow along, we're gonna dig in the data and we're gonna figure out how we can make sure this doesn't happen again. When we jump over to the data, I'm just using the regular aim profile that everybody has in Race Studio 3. This gives us a ton of power and a really easy way to figure out what happened and why it happened. The first thing we're gonna do is jump over the split times report and take a look at how that final lap compares to the other laps that I ran, my average, and see kind of what was going on. So to do that, we're gonna click up here at the split times report and take a look. The lap in question, that final lap, was lap 20, and I did a 16:142 overall. My last segment that I call Highline here when I set up my map was a 4.775. This compares to the average segment time of 4.712. So it's about 0.06 or 600ths slower. Further, my best segment time there was a 4.592. So say we call it a 4.6, it was 0.17, 1700ths better. That's a lot, especially on a short track like this. The next thing I sometimes like to do is jump back over to my graphs. And I'm gonna use one of the buttons I really like in Race Studio 3, and it's up here in the top right, and it says laps. With that, we can pull out different laps and different information from those laps pretty quickly. So what I'm gonna do is go here and pick the best 5 laps of the last segment. When we do that, we can see in the laps toolbar over here which laps we picked. Notice the last lap wasn't included. It was not one of my best 5 of that set. Further, we can start digging in a little bit more and try to figure out how much I really lost this race by. The first thing I'm gonna do is go back here, pick just my best lap to clean things up. And then I'm actually gonna go another step, pick just that last lap and start taking a look. We can see the fateful moment when I'm losing, and now we're gonna start digging in just a little bit more. I'm gonna go to the ruler up here and change my base to time. When I do that, we'll notice the X of the graphs turns into time, not distance. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click and hold, move down till I can get a similar point for both of us. And that point's gonna be, it's gonna be right when the gauge on that other cart crosses start finish. And that's right about there. We can see their gauge is right around start finish. And then we'll note the time, 16.049. For thousands, I'm not too worried. We're gonna call it 16.05 to work with numbers a little bit easier. And then we're gonna move up to my gauge gets to that point. We're gonna see it's 16.123. So I lost this race by 0.074 seconds. Less than 1/10 of a second. That was completely avoidable. If I drove average, if I drove slightly better than average, if I had done what I had done so many other times, I could have won this race.